Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be solving a past question of engineering drawing, that is ENG 132 from Ekiti State University of 2022-2023 session. So I'm going to be solving it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So the first question, it says that how to draw a that we should draw a title block. We should draw the title block on your drawing sheet and the border. So that is what we are going to be doing first. So now, how do I draw a title block? How are we going to draw a title block? First of all, a title block, by the we are going to draw the border first. So the border is 1 centimeter by the edge. We are taking out 1 centimeter from our ruler like this and measure 1 centimeter by the edge, and 1 centimeter by the edge. We put our dot there. 1 centimeter by the edge again. 1 centimeter by the edge again. We put our dot there. Then we can put like a third dot. We can put a third dot there and try to like trace it. Try to trace it straight line, then try to draw the border line. But that way is kind of like a little bit longer, so we are going to try to use a shorter method that is time saving. So now this ruler right here, you see this line that is in this place. The distance from this line here to the outside part of the ruler is 1 centimeter, that is 10 millimeter. So automatically we can use it in the drawing here, just by we can so we can use it right here in the drawing. We take our 1 centimeter down here and make it to rhyme with the paper, and then we just draw it. Just that way we have saved a lot of time of measurements and stuffs like that. So then we do for other edges too. We take our ruler, we take that 1 centimeter of that line, then we draw our straight line there downward. We do that and then we come to the up. We draw our straight line. We do for the other side. Then we do it this way. So we have drawn our border line. So right now we are going to be moving to our title block. Now our title block is drawn on this bottom corner of the paper. So that is what we are going to be drawing our title block. I'll be measuring 16 millimeter by 10 centimeter, by 16 centimeter by 10 centimeter. So I take my 16 centimeter from right here. I put my 16 centimeter on the right line, the right border line. When I put my 16 centimeter, I get this point right here. I get this point here. So I leave the point there. I have a point. Then I come up here to, I measure my 10 centimeter, and then I put the point there. So now, in order to join this, I'm going to try to make a straight line of 10 centimeter from here. So I'll try to make my hand as straight as possible. So I put this 10 from here, 10 from this point right here. Then I will just put a little bit of points at this place. So the reason why I'm putting it here is that I'm going to have to check later whether the point is valid. So now I'm checking now. I have to check whether from this point to here is 16. So from the 10 which I put here to this point, um if I as I confirmed, I see that it is 16. Therefore the point is valid. So that point is the angle at which we are dealing with. So we take the point right here and draw it upward. So when we draw it upward, we take the point from this place to here. So after drawing that, we have successfully gotten our box. Then we proceed to divide the box into 10 different lines. So from this point, we mark from here to 10. Then we mark it at each point. We mark at 1, mark at 2, mark at 3, mark at 4, mark at 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one for 10. So now we have gotten our point. These are our point here, 1, 2, like that. So now since we have gotten our point on this side, we try to get our point on the right side too, in order to get a perfectly straight line. So we mark here too from 0 to 10. We mark here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one will be 10. So now that we have gotten the points on both sides, we draw them. These points from here to here. From here to here, we draw it one straight line. We have our first column. We do it for so now we have divided into 10 different columns. Now we're going to try to get the sub columns, that is the tiny tiny lines that will be beside it. So try to get that. That one is 1 millimeter per 1 millimeter for each line. So that is about 0.1 centimeter. So we're going to be measuring 1 millimeter on each side, which is 0.1 centimeter. I measure 1 millimeter. You can give it a soft dot. 1 millimeter here. On this line we have 1 millimeter. This is the 1 millimeter. So now we have successfully put our 1 millimeter on both sides of the line. So we are going to proceed to do it on the other side so that we can be able to draw our straight line. So we are going to be drawing 1 millimeter on the other side of the line. So I draw my 1 millimeter from here, from this side. Then for here I draw up and down. So now I have done it on both sides. So what I just have to do is to trace it together and try to make it as soft as possible. And then the last one, just draw it straight. So right there, I've drawn the outline of my title block. I divide it into two. Since it is 16 meter divided by 2, that is 8 centimeter. So 8 centimeter, I can get 1 point here. Then I come up, I proceed up there, and I put another 8 centimeter there. So when I put my 8 centimeter there, I try to draw it from here to here. So I take it up, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have done my title block. I try to fill it in with what is on the screen here. So I just fill it in and write what I want to write there. The name of the school, the faculty, and everything that is there. Now the question 1B says What do you understand as pictorial projection? Now, pictorial projection is any drawing that allows you to see three sides of an object at the same time. That is any drawing that is allowing you to see both the plan, that is the top view, the front and the side of the drawing. That is a pictorial projection, and we know some as isometric, oblique and maybe others. So now the question 1C says differentiate between the first angle and third angle projection using the front view, plan view and the frustum of a cone. So now the third first angle projection is the projection whereby the plan is under, that is the plan is under, just like the picture that you are seeing on your screen right now. And the third angle projection is the one whereby the plan is on top. So the plan is on top, then the approach view and the side views are down. That is the third angle projection. And they have representations for them using frustum of cone, which you can see here. The one right here is the first angle projection, while this one right here is the third angle projection. Produce the isometric drawing of figure QI and figure QI shown in the screen. So now figure QI, how do I produce the isometric drawing? It's very simple and straightforward. So first of all, I draw my reference line. I try to make my initial drawing as soft as possible. I draw my reference line something soft like this. And once I get my reference line, I move my T-square down a little bit. Then I put my 30 degree, my 30 degree, this my 30 degree. Then I put it in this angle. I try to make my hand soft. Then also I put it in this other angle to meet the first angle here at this point. To meet the first angle here at the point here. So I do for the that other part and try to make it as soft as possible. So now that I've already drawn this, and I draw the horizontal line for the last one. I draw the horizontal line. So that is the three reference line that I need. So once I've drawn this, then I begin to check the dimensions. So the dimension on the left side is 63 millimeter. That is in centimeter. That is 6.3. So I take my ruler and I pick 6.3. That is something around here. So I pick my 6.3, 6.2, 6.3, then I mark it. So that is from here to here is 6.3. So I have my 6.3 there, I mark it. And once I get my 6.3, I trace it up again. I put my T-square, I set it well, then I trace it up again on my set square. Try to make it soft. So after marking for that place, I come to another place that needs dimensioning. So I mark this one at 25 and at 25 again. So but the total length of the right side is 75. So let me try to get 75. That is 7.5 in centimeters. So 75 from 0 to 7.5. So now this is 7.5. So from 7.5 again, I come here and I draw it up. Make the line also as soft. Then I try to do the inner dimensions. We have is marked at 25 and another at 25. So I come here I mark it as 2.5. We have this 2, this 2.5 here. So then we also have 2.5. Then I come here again and mark another 2.5. 1, 2, then 2.5. So at those 2 points of 2.5, I'm going to be dragging it upward. So I draw it upward. And I draw this upward also. So now I have drawn it upward. Then what is the next thing? This place enters inside a little bit, and checking the dimension, the dimension there is 12 centimeter. So at that 12 centimeter, that is 1.2 millimeter. So before I draw it that way, let me take it in with my 30-degree on this side. I take it in with my 30-degree soft line. Then I take my ruler and measure 1.2. I measure 1.2, that is from 0 here to this 1, and this is 1.1, 1.2. So 1.2 there. Now from the point 1.2, I'm going to be taking 30-degree down here. I take 30-degree down here. And also at that point at which two of them meet, I'm also going to be taking it upwards again. I'm going to be taking it upward. So that is for the right side. And then if I check the total length of the, if I'm checking for the total length of the drawing of on this side, I have, I try to check. They did not give us a direct dimensioning, so it's broken down. So I see 12 on one side, I see 16, and then I see another 12. Once I add them up together, I have 24 plus 16, that is equals to 40. So therefore the total height of this place is 40. So now I take my ruler here and try to measure 40. From here 0, then I take 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 40 and I mark it. Now from that point 40, I can continue. From point 40, I cannot actually measure it down because the one that is there is not following the main drawing. So let me continue by measuring it on at this other direction. So I take this point 40 and I try to take it in that direction over there so that I can continue my drawing over here. So then at this length here, we want to check for the total length. The total length of that place is 63. That is 12 plus 19, 22 plus 19 plus another 22. That is 63. So I take my ruler and I measure 63. That is 6.3 centimeter, which is 63 millimeter. So I have 60, 61, 62, 63. So now that I have my point 63 that I need, I have my point 63. Then I can also look for, I can try to divide those lines 22 and 19. So from this side I have 22. From here we have 1 and we have 2. Then we have put it in two place. So we have 22 to this point, and our 22 to this point. Then we also have 19 again. So from here I'll be measuring 19. 19 is at this point. So I have my 22 and my 19. Now let us go back to the down part in this place. I will try to measure the height of it. The height is 12 millimeter, and 12 millimeter is 1.2 centimeter. So I look for 1.2. So I have from 0 here, I have 1, then 0.2. That is 1.2 right here. So now for my point 1.2, I take my t-square again, then I draw this down. I draw this down. So now, since this place does not match with this place, I'm going to be using normal ruler to draw the line there. So I'll be taking the line from here to here. I take it there. So I have drawn that line right there, and I can try to trace for this area too, from here to here, but I'm not going to be drawing straight. So I'll just draw to here, then I'll continue from here, since there is a little bit of gap between these two spaces there. So now that I've gotten all these points, let me bring this one in, bring this one in, and stuff like that. So now I take my 30 degree. I take my 30 degree, the place at which these lines meet, I bring it inside with a light line, and also this one right here, I bring it inside. So now bringing it inside, yes, from here to here I've measured it, so it touches at this point, and at this point again I'm going to be bringing it back. But yeah, I cannot bring it back because this slope is not following 30 degree, is following a different degree of its own. So all I just have to do is I'll measure my 1.2 from this place, my 1.2 here. And once I measure my 1.2, I use my ruler to draw a straight line. I use my ruler to draw a straight line. So now I have drawn that edge. Let me go back to these places here and the center in this place, so that I can finish up my drawing. So now for this edge right here, according to the drawing, it went down a little bit by, I think, 12. It went down by 12 millimeter. So I'm going to be drawing it down. First of all, I draw it down. Then I take my ruler and I measure 1.2 from here. I measure 1.2. So I take it from here. This 1.2. So since I've measured my 1.2, then I come here and I take my dimensioning to this place. So I've taken my dimension to this place, and I think I'm going to be taking it to this point also. I think I'm going to be taking it to this point also. So now since I've taken it in this direction, they say the line from this place to somewhere in the line here is 25 millimeter, that is 2.5 centimeter. So let me try to find something like 2.5 centimeter. So I come here, then I look for my 2.5 on it, the place where the ruler touches 2.5. So once I've marked the place where it touches 2.5, then I draw my line back there. So now that I've marked it, I will come back here, draw my line to this point. So let me try and mark that place so that I can be able to continue. I mark it with the distance of from here to here, which is 19. That 19 is this point here, and from that 19 I'll be taking from here to here. So now I'll be taking it from here to here. So then that's for that. Then also I've done for this edge right here, I've done for this edge right here. I'm going to continue for I'm going to continue for the center right here now. So the center, the distance between this edge here and the edge that is backing the center is 19, and the distance between here and the edge that is backing the center here is 19. So the center is going to I'm going to try to like pick 19 on this line and give it, or let me try to trace it with this line. Trace 19 from this line, then I mark it. And I also trace 19 from the other line. I trace this 0, this is 1.9. So I trace 19. So I'm tracing 19 from both lines here, that is this line here and this line here. So now I've traced my 19, then um so now that I've traced my 19, I'm going to try to like get the distance between from here to here, but it did not give us a reasonable distance. So I'm going to be using we're going to be doing that one as a free distance. So we take our ruler and try to draw from somewhere like this. We try to draw something like this, and him saying that that is where the thing is going to start from. Then I come here and I take my 19. I measure my nine. I measure 19 from the line, from the edge of the line right here. I'm going to be measuring 19 to this place, and I mark it. And also I mark my 19 from the edge of this line also. My 19 ends here. So now that I have marked my 19, I take I take my straight line that is going upward. This line right here is the line that we have been using. So I take it upward that way. We do not have a length or an ending for it. So let's say it reaches here. Then we come back to this point, try to use our 30 degree, then to take it to this side. Use our 30 degree to take it to this side, but the length of it is 25 millimeters. So I take my 25 millimeter, or 19 from the other side would be okay, but I will just take my 25 millimeter from here. So, and when I take my 25 millimeter, the point at which it stops is here. So I take my 25 millimeter, then I mark it, and I try to trace it from this point to the point at which I marked earlier in this place, which is this. So I just mark it straight. So now the point will not actually be visibly seen, but I'm just doing it for sketching purpose. So I take this up, then I measure my height, which is written there as 16. So I look for my 16, length of 16. 16 is stopping here. So this is my 16 right there. My 16 ends here, and then from here we are taking our 16 to this point. So now that is my 16, and then on this edge also, I'm going to be taking it upward. So after taking it upward, then I take my length from here to here. I take my length. So that is for the inner length of there. So now that we are done with the sketching, we are going to come to thickening of the line. We are going to try to thicken the line so that it will be more visible. So now we are done with it. I come with my ruler, then I start to ticking the lines that I need. Now note that when you are doing isometric drawing, you do not erase any sort. So I draw, I pick here, I draw, I come here, I draw it upward, I come here, I draw upward. So we have drawn right here we have drawn our technical drawing, we have drawn our sketching, then we proceed with our dimensioning. So we do our dimensioning. How do we do our dimensioning? We come here, we trace this one here, we trace this downward, we come here, use our t-square, we trace this downward, that is for that part. So we try to use this 30 degree, we drag it here, and we do an ANSI type of dimensioning. So this dimension here is 63 degree and 63 meter. So we do it for other spaces like that. And we come here, we draw a straight line, we make this one short, we make this one short, we make this one long, and we try to increase the length of this also. So now from here we take our 30 degree again, my 30 degree, I take it here, I can try to increase it a little bit here and take it here. So it's the same difference. Then I take this from here to here. So now from here to here is 25, here to here is 25, here to here is 75. So I'm going to continue the dimensioning for everything. And so right here, this is the dimensioning of the isometric drawing at which we are doing. Thank you for watching my video to the end. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share to your friends and make them take benefits of this video. Thank you very much.